para kwentuhan kayo ng iba't ibang bagay tungkol sa pagnenegosyo. Tulad ng kwento sa likod ng binabalik-balikang Sweet Corner, matutuklasan din natin kung paano gawing negosyo ang mga bagay na hilig mo. Tapos mamaya sa MBA, malalaman natin ang ating mga karapatan pagdating sa franchising. At sa Ask Go Negosyo, sasagutin namin ang inyong mga katanungan mula mismo sa Executive Director ng Go Negosyo. Game na! Ako po si Laban Yuver at ito po ang #1 at trusted negosyo partner on TV. Go Negosyo! Kaya mo tagumpay sa kahirapan! In general, ang Pilipinas po ay isang highly agricultural land. At isa po sa mga produkto natin ay mais. Meron po kaming nakilalang mag-asawang entrepreneur na hindi lang po nag-business para kumita, kundi para tulungan ang kanyang mga kababayan sa probinsya. At ang kanilang produkto, mais. Alamin natin kung paano sila nakatutulong on a large scale sa pamamagitan ng kanilang business at ma-inspire sa matamis at malinamnam na kwento ng Sweet Corner. Dito lang sa Idol Corner.
For 6 years, nagtrabaho kasi ako sa Mindanao, specifically sa South Cotabato, which is the corn capital of the Philippines. At doon, marami akong nakilala ng mga farmers, ng mga presidente ng cooperative. Ngayon, nahihirapan, since malayo nga sila sa Manila or Cebu, nahihirapan sila sa pagbenta ng kanilang produce. Normally, namamanipulate sila ng mga traders at saka assemblers na binibili ng mura yung kanilang corn. Nandun yung intention to help. Yung sabi ko nga na maliit man, pero at least merong konting sincerity na pagtulong. So actually, sabi ko, pagka siguro you started at the right foot, you can never go wrong. Actually, si Mrs. yung nag-pangalan Sweet Corner. So, Sweet Corn, nilagyan niya ng ER, Sweet Corn.
Meron po tayong 4 na products. Ito yung corn na cup na may flavors ng cheese, barbecue, and sour cream. Meron din tayong shredded, yung ayaw naman kumain sa cup. Meron din tayong popcorn and shake. Ganun din. May mga flavors din yun ng barbecue, sour cream, and cheese. Tapos, yung cup natin is organically grown. Yun ang advantage natin. Na hindi katulad ng iba na may chemicals, may mga preservatives, na mga healthy.
Actually, yung challenges lang naman, minsan kasi may mga peak months, no? May mga lean months. Pag mga lean months, medyo, hindi ko masasabing matumal ang benta, pero not as compared with peak months like bear months. Alam mo, as an entrepreneurial, since kami kasi very, hands-on, pagka maliit ka lang na entrepreneur, you do everything, no? Practically lahat, purchasing, lahat, sourcing sa amin, no? So kami, kung yung solusyon, it comes naturally, eh. Kasi water 660 level. Pag may problema supply, well, magdadagdag kami ng farmers sa cooperative. So, fluid, eh.
Future plans, sana madagdagan pa at least 100 outlets for this year. Tapos, kung pwede, outside the Philippines.
Well, alam mo yung pag-start ng business, actually, mahirap, no? Pero it can be easier when you go franchising, no? Because pagka nag-franchise kayo, meron ng built-in system, meron ng brand equity, at saka meron na sasabihin ng product differentiation. So I would advise you to, katulad kami, we started as franchisee, to start as franchising first, and then after learning the ropes of the business, then you can proceed of coming up with your own concept. Ganun lang naman. So second is yung siguro, you should love what you're doing, no? Kung mahal mo yung ginagawa mo at gusto mo, hindi ka magsasawa. Kami, kahit na sumasakit likod namin, nagtatrabaho kami, kahit alas 2, alas 3, nagtatrabaho kami, dahil mahal namin yung ginagawa namin. third is you have to keep the faith. No? Kahit na lahat ng paghihirap, kahit maghirap ka, kung walang konting swerte sa taas, walang mangyayari. So, third is dapat always nandun yung pananampalataya.
Saludo kami sa inyo, Sir Bong at Ma'am Cholly Magpayo. Stay put mga suki dahil nandito na po ang mga negosyong nagmula sa mga hobbies and interest. Dito lamang sa Go Negosyo, kaya mo tagumpay sa kahirapan. Passion becomes business. Wow naman kayo talaga. Nambibigla naman kayo dyan mga suki. Pasensya na ha. At medyo nag-iisip lang kasi ako dun sa aking narinig. Kasi daw ngayon, ang mga hilig, mga hobby, yan, mga interest mo, pwede na palang pagkakitaan at gawing negosyo. Gusto mo ba yun? Tulad ng simpleng pagkahilig natin sa mga pets, sports, fashion and designs, at marami pa pong iba. Huwag na po nating patagalin pa. Kilalanin na po natin ang mga owners ng Pooch Park, Altera Bike Shop, at Get Glued, and discover the fun in business dito lamang sa Out of the Box.
I'd like to say this was born out of passion. I wanted people to rediscover the joys of riding and the beauty of riding outdoors. What we're selling here goes beyond the bikes and the accessories that we sell. We preach about the lifestyle, the cycling lifestyle. From the time that they acquire their bikes to the destinations that they will go, we try to guide them. The biggest challenge when we started was to help establish the demand. Kasi cycling initially was not really one of those things that you put in your priority list. Now, the issue when you go to any bike destination is already parking, meaning ang dami na. On a given weekend, there are about 500 to 700 people in one of the mountains in San Mateo, in Timberland Heights. The moment people realize that there are alternative things they can do other from hitting the gym and working out, it becomes a different thing. A lot of my friends have rediscovered the joys of cycling. And one happy customer would share that experience to another guy. And so, simply by word of mouth, lumaki yung community. It's not that expensive, and this is the misconception. A lot of people would suggest to their friends na to enjoy cycling, you have to invest right away on a very expensive bike. But the thing is, you are the engine, and with cycling, so long as you consistently train, you can enjoy even you start with a basic bike. And a basic bike, trail-worthy bike, would start at around 9,500. Our goal is just to encourage people to get out there and enjoy cycling. It's a very good sport. You never see it as a workout because you're having so much good time. It's just like playing. You have to come up with a name that's not just meaningful to you, but meaningful to others. So after that, you have to also champion it has to be passion driven. It helps me that I'm into cycling also. So I encourage you to walk the talk, to be the champion of your own business.
Pooch Park started last June 16, 2006. It is the first doggy daycare in Metro Manila. We offer daycare and boarding services, full grooming, basic obedience training, pet supplies, and we also provide cremation services for dogs. Actually, I'm just a pet lover. Hilig lang talaga sa dogs. We have parang accredited or a partner vet. So if ever we have questions or the customers have questions, usually we contact our accredited vet. At first, it's introducing the daycare concept in in the Philippine market. Usually, sa atin meron tayong mga household help or mga relatives nandiyan. So, they don't really need the daycare kung saan pwede mong iwan yung dogs, ganyan. However, the market is evolving. Hindi na lahat ng families ngayon meron ng mga household help, ganyan. So, kapag nagbabakasyon sila, they leave their dogs here for daycare or for boarding. Before, I just used the internet to promote, and usually it's word of mouth. Maybe because our service is good and the customers are happy, they refer Push Park to their friends. I see Push Park having other branches. It will be slow, steady move. Para sure tayo in every branch that the service and the products will be very good and of high quality. For those who want to put up a business, choose something that is your passion. Pag passion ninyo yung ginagawa nyo, it becomes enjoyable and it does not become work. So you can work Monday to Sunday, hindi mo ma-feel because you're having fun.
Ken and I started when we were still in college. It was back in third year.
Well, one thing that sets us apart is the design, definitely. We have a younger, more hip, more graphic design. We try to express the Ateneo culture in our shirts. So
Also, I would like to think that yung panahon at yung effort at yung passion that we are devoting to the business, since we're doing this full time, is also what sets us apart from other shirt companies.
one challenge for us would be time management. It was really hard for us to struggle kung anong gagawin namin. One time we were selling dun sa Eagles of Hope Bazaar while we were reviewing for history.
Another challenge then, especially when we were starting, was everything was new. How to deal with suppliers, the technology na ginagamit sa business, paano ba dapat nakikipag-negotiate, saan ba dapat pupunta pa naghahanap ng ganito. Because the value that you create when you have your own business ay napaka-importante. Number one, it's something that you like to do. Number two, you provide jobs. Number three, you keep the economy moving.
If you think about it, there's what's better than getting paid for something you do for free. So, yun, we really push entrepreneurship as we're planning to do something outside of Ateneo and outside of any school. So, definitely there's something there. So, abangan na.
Abangan na lang nila.
One advice would be, do something you really like to do. Do something that would wake you up in the morning and get you excited and get you to work as if it's not work.
In line with that, just a short conjecture. Someone asked me, or I think someone asked my boss before. She was asked, what's the best job in the world? She said that the best job in the world is the job that you enjoy the most. So our advice is for you to look for that job or look for that endeavor that you would do and that would pay you. So that's the ideal situation.
Extra fulfillment nga naman. Masaya ka na sa ginagawa mo, kumikita ka pa. Kaya kayo mga kago-negosyo, isipin nyo na kung ano yung mga libangan at interest nyo na pwede nyong pagkakitaan. Tutok lang, susunod na po natin aalamin ang mga franchising rights. Dito lamang po sa Go Negosyo, kaya mo tagumpay sa kahirapan! Welcome back mga suki! Aalamin natin ngayong umaga kung ano naman po ang mga karapatan ng isang franchisee pagdating sa pagbibusiness. Eto na, ilabas nyo na po ang inyong mga ballpen at papel at makinig ng mabuti sa ating angelpreneur na si Sir Paulo Tibig dito sa Magandang Business Advice.
Alam mo, marami sa mga dapat alamin ng isang franchisee. So, isa sa pinakamahalaga ay yung franchise agreement. Kasi dito nakalagay lahat, dito nakasaad lahat yung mga magiging understanding o yung mga responsibilidad at obligasyon ng franchisor at ng franchisee. So dito makikita kung ano ang bawat isang karapatan ng dalawang panig o ng dalawang party. Isa sa pwedeng tingnan dun sa under ng franchise agreement, una, gaano katagal yung termino ng franchise agreement. Ito ba 3 taon? Ito ba 5 taon? O more than that? So kasi mas mahalagang makita doon nang sa ganun, isang nag-i-invest ng franchising, makita niya kung bang yung return of investment makukuha base doon sa projected income, projected sales ng isang franchise concept. Isa sa pwede rin natin makita, ito lagi nagiging problema, ay yung supplies ng pagbibigay doon sa mga franchisee. Pangalawa, pwede rin kasi na wala yung support talaga, wala yung infrastructure to support yung franchisee sa mga pangailangan ng franchisor sa franchisee. Pwede rin natin consider yung paano mapapataas yung benta ng franchisee. Ibig sabihin, ano ba yung support operationally na yung pang-araw-araw na gagawin ng isang franchisee, dahil ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, duplication ng isang business model. Nararapat lamang na alamin ng isang franchisee paano patatakbuhin ang operation, paano yung sistema, kailangan may manual dito, kailangan may proseso, kailangan tuloy-tuloy na maibibigay ng franchisor yung pang-araw-araw na pangangailangan ni franchisee. Paano naman ang support pagdating sa marketing? Paano i-develop ang isang brand? Paano papataasin ang benta? Paano bibigyan ng halaga ang mga advertising requirements para nang sa ganon mag-create ng brand awareness, mag-create ng mga activities at campaigns na magpapataas at magpapatuloy ng benta ng isang franchisee. Franchisee should clear it with franchisor na ito ba ay may exclusivity. Meaning, sa isang lugar ba, siya lamang ang tanging magbibigay o siya lamang ang bibigyan ng isang prangkisa para ibenta ang service o product ng isang franchisor. Napakahalaga kasi nun dahil meron kasing mga pagkakataon na yung radius na pinag-uusapan, say for example, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, kung minsan di nasusunod ng franchisor. So, isa din to sa dapat busisiin at tignan dun sa franchise agreement ng isang franchisor. Ayaw naman natin na ang mga franchisee mabigyan ng, kumbaga maloko sila. Ngayon nga sa panahon natin ngayon, marami ang naluloko na ating mga OFWs kasi kakulangan ng kaalaman doon sa isang franchise business. Mga ka-entre po, ka-partner doon sa gustong mga mag-franchise, no? Isa sa mahalagang o importanteng bagay na dapat natin tingnan, pag-aralan nating mabuti yung kukunin nating franchise. Hindi porket maraming pumipila sa konsepto na yun, hindi porket nakikita natin na ang laki ng potential ng isang konseptong yon, gagrab na lang tayo at kukunin natin. Huwag po. Pag-aralan natin mabuti yung franchise. Unang-una, ito po ba ay sustainable? Meaning to say, hindi lang ngayon malakas. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya fad, hindi siya trend, kundi long-term, sustainable. Ito po ba sasagot doon sa pangangailangan ng target mong merkado? Ito po ba merong karampatang mga support system, no, from marketing to training to operations to commissary to distribution, logistics. So tingnan din niyo po kung ang franchisor may magandang track record sa industriya. Sila po ba hindi fly by night? Kung pwedeng bisitahin nyo, makipag-usap kayo sa mga existing franchisee, humingi kayo ng kaukulang permiso sa isang franchisor, dapat po payagan nila kayo. Ipakita rin po at alamin nyo yung mga projections. Siyempre financially, ito po ba ang inyong return of investment will happen in the next 2 years, 3 years? Mas maganda po kasing transparent. Pumunta po kayo, contact po kayo sa mga legitimate franchise organizations sa Pilipinas at alamin nyo yung bang franchisors na yon miyembro nang sa ganon makita nyo kung talagang siya nasa good standing at maayos kausap na isang franchisor. Ito ang inyong Angelpreneur, Paolo Tibig. Salamat po.
Thank you, Sir Paolo! Ngayon, alam na po natin ang ating mga franchising rights. Susunod na po ang ating Ask Go Negosyo, kaya tutok lang! Suki at Kago-Negosyo, alam po namin may ilan sa inyo na may mga katanungan tungkol sa mga proyekto ng Go-Negosyo, gaya po ng Go-Negosyo Academy. Kaya naman po hindi po namin pinalampas ang pagkakataong sagutin ang inyong mga questions and comments sa iba't ibang medium gaya ng Facebook, website, feedback forms at iba pa. At para mas malinawan kayo tungkol dito, meron po kaming kinonsulta para sumagot sa inyong mga katanungan. Siya po ay Executive Director ng Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship, Sir Mon Lopez. Ito na po ang mga katanungan mula kay Zon Fernando ng Pasay City via email. Ano po ang difference ng MBA sa Negosem Basics?
May mga iba-ibang level yan. Meron tayong tinatawag na basic na negosyo seminar or basic negosem na that will really teach everyone the basic requirement, and the basic requirement really is having the right mindset. So meron tayong curriculum that will cover the enterprising mindset, knowing where you're good at, your passion, your interest, having a vision and all that stuff will be covered there. The second topic there would be opportunity seeking, no? Paghahanap ng mga market gaps at mga oportunidad sa kapaligiran natin. Pangatlo, product development, no? Makapag-develop ng mga produkto na naangkop or solusyon sa mga problema, no, ng merkado. Meron din naman tinatawag na parang MBA or magandang business advice. In a way, nile-level up natin yung seminar into focusing it to the next level. So ito, mas focus yung seminar. Could be one topic on marketing and innovation, also on mga accounting principles, basic finance, para sa mga negosyante rin. No? Meron din tayong business plan preparation doon na parang special seminar that will include workshops such that paglabas ng seminar, meron ka ng isang magandang business plan.
And lastly, from Ramil Tampus of Quezon City via Facebook, what's inclusive in the seminar fee?
Dun sa ating mga negosyo seminar or negosem, may ino-offer ang ating fee na sinasabi dyan ay 400 pesos na. But it covers already ang take-home nila dyan is a workbook, which is in our yellow book, yung bestseller natin na How to Start Your Own Business, 21 Steps on How to Start Your Own Business. At kasama rin dyan, of course, may free beverage and snacks na rin yan din sa seminar na yan. And each seminar, syempre, ano rin yan, may open forum, so parang may mentoring na rin na nangyayari dyan. Oo. Every September, gumagawa tayo ng Young Entrepreneurship Summit. That will be at the World Trade Center. This will be on September 23. We will have a lineup of very good speakers. So we're inviting everyone, if you want to learn more about entrepreneurship or basically how to succeed in life, pumunta po kayo sa September 23.
At kung may comments and questions po kayo, pwede nyo pong bisitahin ang aming website, www.gonegosyo.net or facebook.com/gonegosyooffficial. O mga suki, tapos na naman ang ating 30 minutes. Bale, may next week pa tayo. Sana po ay na-inspire kayo at natuwa sa aming mga ibinahagi sa inyo ngayong araw. Muli, ako po si Love Anuver, kasama pa rin po ang inyong #1 at trusted negosyo partner on TV. Ang Go Negosyo, kaya mo, tagumpay sa kahirapan!